coffee with her next week. Who knows what adventures that could lead to? She's so cool it hurts. She's so cool it hurts. Oh, sure, the initial sound of her voice seemed to have that lovey-dovey sound of familiarity. And okay, yes, just hearing her voice gave me an erection. But from that point onward, the hurt definitely presided over the cool. See, I hadn't yet heard from Mindy ever since our date the night before. I had left a couple of messages for her. Well, okay, I left 7 messages in an email. But I still hadn't heard a peep from her. When she finally did call, the first thing I had to know was whether we were on for the Platinum Blonde concert that night. And that's when she dropped the bombshell. She told me she doesn't even like Platinum Blonde. At all. In fact, Mindy doesn't even like retro music. Any of it. At all! She said she'd rather stab her ears with a Ginsu than listen to Bryan Adams. And to hear her say that cut like a knife. Here I thought that Mindy and I loved anything and everything 80s. It didn't make any sense. The person who introduced me to her said that she was into that kind of stuff just like me. Nothing could be further from the truth. She said that anyone who was that nostalgic was living in the past and avoiding the present. It gets better. I asked her if we could talk about it in person, and she said she'd rather not have to look at me in the face ever again. Ouch. I said, why? Well, other than your face? Well, anyone who brings a condom with them on a first date, well, that says more about them than anything else. I'm thinking, hello, we were swapping saliva at my place only the night before. But she cut me to the quick. Oh, and anyone with breath like yours needs to see a doctor, or maybe even a specialist. Because you can kill all life on the planet with that breath of yours, Ben. You could make a small child run away screaming in agony. Ouch. This was a side to Mindy I hadn't yet seen in our 24-hour courtship. The rant continued when she told me she hated the restaurant I'd taken her to, the Silver Spoon. Apparently, she used to work there as a waitress, and all of the staff were staring at her the whole time we were there. Turns out our waiter was her ex-boyfriend. He was being rude the whole night. Didn't know about that. Oh, and remember the story about the stupid motorhome owner? Turns out that was her older brother, Lance. He died a year ago today. She said she was in such shock she didn't have the heart to stop me from laughing. I said to her, I asked her how she could even make out with me if she thought I was demented like that. Well, she said, anyone could have made the mistake of accidentally laughing at that. But then I thought about it afterwards, and you just seem to enjoy the story too much, and that's just me. On top of all that, she said my apartment was disgusting and my car was even worse. I tried to go to bed early tonight, just to hope that maybe the morning would wash away all of these concerns. But some idiot outside was blasting Trooper and woke me up in the middle of the night. I can't believe I thought things were actually going well between me and Mindy. Leave it to me to be so deluded as to think I've had the perfect date with a woman who never wants to see me ever again. Well, they say women are never easy, but then nothing ever is, it seems. All right, so what? So it's another Saturday night, and we're just as pathetic as ever.
Oh, what happened to that girl you called last week?
Oh, the milkshake girl?
Whatever her name was.
I think my retro urges kept her at bay. Didn't help that I dropped a condom on the floor.
What?
Yeah, I did.
Are you making fun of me?
What do you mean?
Wait, you really dropped a condom on the floor in front of her?
Yeah.
And you're not making fun of me?
No.
That's bizarre.
Why?
No reason.
What about that girl, the liquor store?
Yeah, we went out a couple times.
And?
And I spent $100, farted in front of her dad, and now I'm putting sausages with you.
I hear you.
We went out for coffee earlier today. Just as I think everything's going wonderful, she says, you know, I think we're going to be great friends someday.
You farted in front of her dad?
I practically shit my broom.
You farted in front of her dad?
How are you doing for beer there?
I could use another one.
Sausagoos!
Sausagoos! We need more Sausagoos.